of light. By vanquishing chaos, you have fulfilled the prophecy and set alight the fires of hope in this world.
You sure about that? Chaos is gone, but things haven't panned out like the prophecy said. With fires of hope, it looks to me like we brought even more misery to this pitiful place.
You achieved a remarkable feat. Not even I could have foreseen this. By defying and destroying Palamecia's laws, you have brought an end to the prophecy as well. You have changed the very fabric of this place. One might even say that as the warrior of light, you have wrought more destruction than chaos ever did.
Flattering.
Mayhap that is why you have been sealed away, so as to prevent further upheavals.
Sealed away, huh? I guess something really doesn't want me out there in Palamecia. So does that mean somewhere I'm sleeping quietly?
Aye, so it does.
But here I am talking to you at the same time. Something feels off. Almost like a dream. A bad one.
You may be correct. If it puts your mind at ease, you may think of this as nothing but a fleeting dream.
Then I hope I wake up soon. Not a lot of friendly faces in this particular dream.
Even a dream needs a sense of excitement.
Let the show begin.
What is this nonsense?
You aren't going home already, are you? The party's just getting underway.
And that's why I'm leaving. If you can't even put forth the effort to sing a song I can understand, then why should I stick around to watch it?
That's not it. You won't dance because you've got stage fright. That's what we're here for, silly. Follow our steps and you'll be wowing the audience in no time. That's right. With our help, you'll find ways to express yourself you never knew existed.
I'm out of here.
I don't think so. There's no way we're letting tonight's guest of honor sulk off by himself. Because tonight is a special night. Rejoice on the anniversary of Chaos's defeat! Hooray for the Warrior of Light! Hooray for Palamecia! And as the one who brought Chaos to his knees, you aren't going anywhere. You wouldn't want all our hard effort to go to waste, would you? We've worked ourselves to the bone planning this.
Then have fun.
Just hold on a second!
I couldn't say why I was here even if I wanted.
Whoa!
Every party has its crashers.
Be gone!
Good job, Master! You look good while doing it. I must fight! Away! I can still fight! That's that!
What's all that racket?
They're cheering for their hero, you! The valiant warrior of light who brought hope to the land! They applaud your might!
For getting rid of that thing? Doesn't take much to impress them, does it?
Can't you ever just take a compliment? Be happy that your fans appreciate you!
Whether intentionally or not, your words did have an effect on me. I learned to keep holding on to my cherished memories, no matter what. And I shall honor those memories by protecting the world he loved so much. I sound so optimistic, all thanks to your deeds. They gave me hope.
You found that hope all on your own.
Wary of gratitude as always, I see.
I just don't like to take credit for things I didn't do. Meia decided to be hopeful, no one else. It's got nothing to do with me.
It was because of you that I gained the strength to find myself. If we hadn't met, I don't know where I'd be now. The fires of hope within me were set alight during our time together, and they still burn. But what comes after this? In this new world of infinite possibilities, I don't know where to place my hope, what to wish for.
Hope for whatever you want. Hope for it all. There are no more laws saying you can't.
You're right. When I find my hope, you'll be the first to know.
Sarah has more hope than she knows what to do with. Good. I don't get it, though. Is there really so much to hope for in this place? What makes now so different? Give me the strength to protect the deserving. I just don't like crowds. What's so great about being surrounded by people anyways? It's suffocating. Even if they're people you know well, what's the point? No, I won't let it get me all misty-eyed and nostalgic.
There you are! Absolutely everyone's been asking about you. Come on, the party's still raging!
Think I'll pass on this one.
What? But you're the guest of honor! The others are waiting for your dramatic entrance!
You're all just a trick of the rune. No one's waiting for me.
But you're the warrior of light, aren't you?
Drop it. I'm not the warrior of anything.
heroes from near and far are here to see the most heroic of all, the Warrior of Light! Guests just keep pouring in! Everyone is here to celebrate you!
I told you, I'm not the Warrior of...
What is the Warrior of Light?
The hero of the prophecy, destined to fell chaos and bring hope to the land.
Remind me, what did you do again?
I brought the story of hope to an end, and I caused the dark flood to wash away any memory of my deeds.
So, you changed the world. But in doing so, you did give the world hope.
How would what I did give anyone hope?
If you don't believe me, that's fine. But have you ever thought about asking someone? Maybe a guest? Try and find out how they feel about you. Trust me, you can't just assume no one likes you. Make sense? Good! Now let's head back there and mingle.
Blue skies and the rolling sea. It's days like this that get you high on life. But you, sirs... Arrest my buzz! You there! As punishment for being downers, I insist you let me in on the celebrations! For the end of Act 1, the beginning of Act 2, and the anniversary of Chaos's defeat! Gilgamesh is here to portray! Huh? What? Ah!
Is that?
There are many tales of valor told throughout the multiverse about my fantastical deeds and unbelievable exploits. I am the Traveler of the Rift, a gentleman collector, and legendary blade master. My weapons are mine, and your weapons are mine too, if you lose against me. I am the special collab guest that everyone's been waiting forever to meet. With all 6 of my arms raised in celebration of your anniversary, straight out of the darkest reaches of the Rift, it's Gilgamesh! Ta-da! Our guest of honor is here in style. I was worried you'd come in your usual rags.
You know, you should really try to change up your intro.
Thank the heavens you came to this most glorious of celebrations. What a shame if this all went to waste.
I do what I can. So it looks like your memories came out intact.
Of course! While people are saying this and that about some dark flood, I remember everything. Most of all, the memories of my dear friend, our bond forged in battle.
Well, doesn't look like you've changed much either way.
Ah, but you have, ever so slightly. I can sense something.
Of course I'm different. The world's been turned upside down.
Aren't you supposed to be some kind of hero? Where's the pride? Where's the winning smile?
Not all heroes have to act like it.
I guess some things never change.
So what do you want me to do?
That's not for me to say. Do what you want. The world is your very own oyster.
Yeah, thanks for the advice, but I figured that one out on my own.
Yours was truly a wonderful tale, wouldn't you say? Chaos is defeated, and the tale of hope is over. But even without a tale to guide it, life marches on. Once the hero saves the world and exits stage left, where does he go? He should be happy too.
I am happy. There's no more prophecy, no more trials, and no more laws.
You big fat phony. If you were so happy, then why would you fight all the way up here? You're just trying to fill a hole, warrior of light.
How many times do I have to repeat this? The prophecy of the warrior of light is over. Now I'm no different from anyone else. So drop it.
If you're not the warrior of light, then who are you? Let the celebrations begin, and the battle will tell! Not so fast! Our fight is far from over!
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Too bad you don't! Come on out, everyone!
Pulled out all the stops this time.
Only the best for my dearest friend! With no fairy to cheer you up, allow me to do the heavy lifting!
I didn't ask for any of this. If I didn't know any better, I'd say I was being used for your entertainment.
My squad will take any complaints! Now put a smile on that dour face! For me, old buddy!
The only thing that'll have me smiling is seeing you knocked on your back. Here I come, Gilgamesh.
Who brought hope to the world. It sounds so lofty when you say it like that. But you did do something no one else ever has. For that, you should be proud.
Proud about what exactly?
Proud that your actions have given all these people hope.
I don't see anyone around here. All I see are ghosts. Poor imitations just trying to act human. Don't tell me they have hope. I'm not buying it. Grabbing people from my past doesn't make a party. You could have at least separated the living from the dead. This is a sick joke.
But jokes are supposed to be fun, right? Well, cheer up a little bit. We put our hearts and souls into this. We knew you were a party pooper, but we didn't think you'd ditch one in your honor. Stop being a grouch.
Ha 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 ha! A grouch he might be, but don't give the boy such a hard time. He's only like that because his eyes pierce the veil of deception and see straight to the heart of the truth. That'd make anyone grumpy.
You'd think he could learn to smile just once, for us?
Why, that is entirely too much to ask for one who carries his burden. The burden of truth, of justice. He can't just cast it off. No, he must question every word, every gesture. He must even question his own fate. His own fate! It's little wonder that he took it upon himself to judge the laws of the world unfit and bring them crashing down. The Warrior of Light has lived up to his name and his duty.
Well, that's quite a story you've made up, Gilgamesh. I don't remember being consulted about the facts of the matter.
But I'm right, right?
Believe what you want to believe. Tell whomever you want to tell. I'm going home. This your idea of fun?
You seem bored, so I've taken it upon myself to provide you with some extra entertainment before your departure. So take your time, indulge your senses, and leave fulfilled. Aren't you grateful to have someone like me looking out for you? Hey now, just what's going on here? Who's supposed to be looking out for who? We were so close to the goal, but now it's so far away! Not fair! You can't just play with people's emotions like that!
What? You mean that Echo's not with you guys?
You should stay far away from her! She's nothing but bad news! Trust us! We are here to serve, but we can't while she's around!
If you ask me, all of you fairies are about equally untrustworthy. And you all grate my nerves about the same as well.
Within the realm of infinite sky. Nestled between the unfathomable planets dotting the firmament is a place that defies time and space. It wraps itself around every facet of existence, from here to there. But you can't see it or feel it. No, only I can! And the name of this aberration is...
So we're in the rift?
Ah! You! Why won't you ever let me finish? You're only depriving yourself, you know.
If you want to surprise me, get someone else to do the intro. That'd work. So, what's in store here?
Maybe if you had let me finish, you wouldn't have to be asking questions. Now listen up, because I'm not saying this twice. Here you'll be fighting a veritable horde of beasts, each one fiercer than the last, all for a chance at loot. You like loot, right? A rift is not for the faint of heart. Only the truly mighty will receive their just rewards.
Sounds simple enough to me.
Then fight to your heart's content. Only those who pass my stringent screening process are given the honor of stepping into this hallowed space.
Do I get some kind of prize?
If it's prizes you seek, then take them with your own hands.
Okay, I'll see what I can do about that.
I have the utmost faith that you will. Now step forth, brave warrior, into the infinite rift, and test the very limits of your skill.
Didn't get the hint last time, huh? We'll just have to keep doing this until you do.
You should know by now, this is my story! I live off hatred.
I think I'll be forgetting you two anytime soon.
Not so fast! Rules are law. Powerless have no future.
Congratulations to the winner. Aren't you glad I provided you with such a worthy opponent?
I think you were having more fun than I was.
What kind of thanks is that? Here I am, bending over backwards to make your wishes come true, and all I get is snark. You're so mean. You said you would bring Chaos down no matter how many times he came back, right? I'm just giving you a chance to make that dream a reality. Maybe one more will make you realize how kind I'm being. An endless encore for the eternal warrior. Let this rivalry span ages and...
Spare the theatrics, just start the fight already. If you want me to defeat Chaos again, then bring him out and leave it at that.
Ho ho ho! Now there's the sound of passion so lacking as of late. Facing the threat of death head-on, laughing in its face. Oh, it reminds me of happier times. To be drunk on battle, to sing songs over fallen foes.
What else is there to do? If something threatens me, I'll fight it.
Oh ho ho! You'll fight it? Oh, you'll fight it all right. Of course you will. Funny, the destroyer of chaos, fighting at the whims of others once more.
What do you suggest?
Something! Anything! What if this never ends, huh? What do? Fight forever?
You act as if I have a choice in the matter. None shall remember the names of those.
None shall remember the names of those who do not fight. Ha! Ha! Now look at you. Spouting out Palamecia's laws like some law-talking guy. Just like Palamecia's warrior of light to parrot what Palamecia says. It's already second nature to you. You bore me.
Want to say that again?
You bore me! Bore me! Bore, 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 bore! Big ol' bore! Bore! And that, my friends, is my cue to blow this joint.
All are judged in the eyes of the law.
Do you really think that'll work? Hey! I'm back and fighting, ready for a showdown. First blood, mine, ready to hustle again. One more for the road. Carve your flesh! Oh!
Victory will be ours.
Won't atone yourself.
Fresh blood!
Come on! Now we cats know their place.
Hey! I just
There can
remembered
be no
somewhere
other
I
end
have to
to
be.
this disorder.
Beat me down as many times as you want. Nothing will change. Your next fight is just around the corner. Is that really how you want to live your life?
You ask as if I have a choice. What would you do?
Ha ha ha! Well, I thought you'd never ask. If you have to fight, fight for profit and glory. Where, you ask? In the depths of the rift. Well, jump in. Who knows? You may even be able to find a way out of this dream you're trapped in.
Did you hear that? May. No guarantee. If you ask me, you may as well be jumping out of one prison right into another. A lost lamb forever in search of a way home. The rift defies both space and time. Can you trust any road that leads into it? Or out of it? Mistrust and doubt are what have kept you alive so far.
You're right to doubt.
You aren't the type to give in to optimistic promises. That much I know.
You don't know. Palamecia doesn't know. Guess I'm following you.
A wise choice! For if anyone can navigate the depths of the rift, it is I! Stay close, or else the rift will... What? Why me?
Profit and glory, huh?
Doubt all you want. You can't hope to go anywhere without a road to follow. It's not too late. We can still go back. Start from the beginning. That may be the only option left to you now. After all, it is the law of Palamecia.
Stupid law.
Chaos will return in time. That's the law of Palamecia.
Stupid law.
So break it! What? You think you can't? Do you really want to change the world?
Oh, I can break it if I want.
Yeah.
The only road I'll follow is one of my own making. Can't say I like this world how it was before. And that's why I changed it. And if it tries to start ordering me around again, I'll change it again. No matter how much of a pain in the butt it might be, I'm not gonna let the world tell me how to live ever again.
The Warrior of Light's tale has been brought to an end. Chaos is no more, and the very structure of Palamecia has been changed forever. Yet remnants of the past still dot the land, such as this tower. While you struggled to bring change to the world, this place remained, stoic and unchanging through it all. Do you find this place comforting, Warrior of Light?
The Warrior of Light is long gone.
Yes, indeed. All thanks to your ambition.
And without that to aim for, there's no reason to fight.
You require a reason now. How odd.
Not really. Nobody wants to fight.
Nobody, except you, of course. You crave the rapture of combat, the glory of victory, don't you? No matter the risk, anything is better than boredom.
I see where this is going. Get on with it.
Those embattled souls are beckoned here to have their thirst for violence slaked. Welcome. Enter and bask in the unending splendor of eternal combat.
I don't know who you are or where you're from, but I'm flattered you took the time to imitate me. We'll see who the imitation is. I think you might be the perfect guy to do these trials for me. Let's make a deal. Whoever's the real me will take care of the boring stuff. Wow, sounds like one of us will be in the big leagues. Huh, I didn't know I was such a pain to talk to. Food for thought. Same. Didn't think I'd learn so much about myself today. Thank me later. Trust me, I'll try to. Well, if we can't talk this out, I guess we have one other choice. We fight. You took the words right out of my mouth. You know what we have to do. I do. Great minds. Nothing to do but see who wins. That's right. Once that's settled, we could say goodbye. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Very impressive. I should have expected nothing less from the mighty warrior of light who defeated chaos.
You say that, but I didn't fulfill the prophecy. I broke it.
Aye, you did. And by turning your back on the prophecy, you also turned your back on the story of hope that buoyed Palamecia and its people. Chaos, the harbinger of despair, shall never return to resume his tyrannical reign. And the warrior of light, foil to this land's villain, shall never return bearing hope. Both hope and despair shall become but faded memories of the past. Without any prevailing winds to guide it, Palamecia shall become a ship stranded at sea.
Defeat chaos, bring peace to Palamecia. Why couldn't it have just been that simple?
You are wise enough to know the reason why. If you are curious to see what has befallen Palamecia, you only need look. Look now upon the world your actions have wrought. Is it as you expected?
Is this Palamecia?
Indeed it is. Although you felled chaos, from him a dark current flows over the land, leaving nothing untouched.
What'll happen to the people?
The current is not deadly, if that is your worry. However, any caught in its flow shall have their memories swept away. And when at last the swell subsides, Palamecia shall be reborn, and the submerged shall awaken bereft of their pasts. A cycle of erasure and rebirth, not so different from the very cycle you endeavored to bury. There is yet more I would show you, warrior of despair. In times such as these, it is best to take a moment to reflect on past deeds, with the understanding they cannot be changed, for this is but a dream.
Some dream.
Defeating chaos, you have achieved the one driving goal of the warrior of light. Yet you deny yourself that title. How curious.
I'm hard to get. Sorry I couldn't just go along with what you wanted. Take the hero's title, do the hero's deeds.
Would that had been the course you chose. Alas, it is no one's fault but my own. I placed too much on your shoulders.
Too bad I was a disappointment.
Somehow, I doubt your sincerity. Regardless of past quarrels, however, one fact remains. You have ushered change into this world. The warrior of light no longer has a place, so it would be brash to call yourself that.
You have any suggestions?
In bringing an end to chaos, you brought an end to his reign, and an end to the prophecy. You brought Palamecia's order crashing down. Some would say you brought despair.
Warrior of despair. I like that a lot more than warrior of light.
Warrior of despair, mayhap not the title of a savior, but a fitting one nonetheless.
So what's gonna happen now? Everyone's gonna wake up, right? Just without any memories?
They know but one emotion from the time they awaken. Despair. At their existence under Chaos's thumb, the only hope they had was that the warrior of light would one day save them.
But like you said, Chaos is no more.
Indeed, what does one who has forgotten despair yearn for? I suppose we shan't know the answer to that until we ourselves awaken.
Easy to forget we're still asleep.
The shape of the future shall remain a mystery so long as we remain here. Tell me, does that prospect unsettle you?
Don't try to trick me into waking up.
As I thought, you will follow no one's advice but your own. What of the other two, I wonder?
So Sarah and Meia are here too. Should have guessed.
Aye, but the dream they find themselves in doubtless takes on a different form than yours. Mayhap you shall meet again. However, it cannot be in here.
Won't be shedding tears over that one.
I would not expect you to. Regardless, the choice lies open to you. Think on it. There is time enough to consider each option fully. And if introspection bores you, there are other distractions.
Like what? Don't tell me even my dreams have trials.
No, nothing like that. Trials were dictated by prophecy and meted out to the warrior of light as Palamecia saw fit. No longer. Your time is yours to do with as you please.
That might take some getting used to. Having freedom.
Enjoy it. In all of Palamecia, there is none who can make you bow to their whims. Not yet, at least. As I said before, this is not a trial. This is merely a distraction.
It's a dangerous distraction.
This is the outcome you wished for, the outcome you fought for. Does it leave something to be desired?
So I'm gonna be held responsible even if I die? Stinks of Palamecia, all right.
How exactly do you mean?
People punished for being people.
I wonder, are you lonely?
You're all the company I need, Sid.
Oh, I doubt that. Jokes aside, what of your fairy companion? The many fairies that guided the blanks were one of the pillars of Palamecia's system. They guided the blanks, yes, but they also propagated the story of hope at the same time. The system has vanished, along with the story that gave them purpose. I wonder, will they be required in the days to come? Need I remind you, this is all but a dream.
Huh?
If indeed you wish to speak with her again, you need only wish for it, and you can be reunited. Wish earnestly enough, and it shall come to pass.
I think I'm good. I'm fine the way things are. Say you're right. It wouldn't really be her, would it? Just some dream version of her. If the real Echo ever found out I'd stoop so low for some company, she'd never let me hear the end of it.
I must say, while I have met very few blanks with your temperament, I have met fewer with such an interesting relationship with their fairies.
Since I'm fast asleep.
Aye, as will your companions, Meia and Sarah.
What about Garland?
Doubtless he has slipped the bonds of Palamecia for good. He rode the current of hope you unleashed, and with any luck, has already landed ashore some distant world.
Wonder where that is.
I'm opening the gate. I'll ride the tide of hope and leave Palamecia behind. Looks like you're our last hope after all.
Just like him to place the burden of hope on my shoulders before riding on to freedom. Wherever he is, I'm sure he's still the same old Garland, still yapping away.
You may not have to wait long to find out. In time, a letter may find its way to you.
A letter? Really?
Strange as it sounds. I received missives from my beloved Sarah, although she resided in a separate world.
Sarah? Oh, I get it. The Sarah from your village.
Aye, she too absconded from Palamecia and sought refuge in another world, where she lives happily.
Never wanted to go see her?
No, it is for the best this way. My actions have caused more than enough upheaval in her life.
You never know. She might be waiting for you.
I shall have to be content with the notion that she may on occasion remember our time together fondly.
All are judged in the eyes of the law. Leave it to me. No one can attack me. There could be no other end to this disorder.
You appear more than capable of handling yourself. Do not think you must let this old man be your burden.
Are you trying to get rid of me?
Pray do not misunderstand me, but I do not think even you would deny at times you can be recalcitrant.
If you say so.
Doubtless Palamecia harbors the same doubts. Release you from your slumber with all the risk that entails? Or keep you sealed away so that the past does not repeat itself? Of one fact I am certain. Palamecia is even now calculating how best to turn your strength to its favor. Its schemes may end in unforeseen misfortunes.
Didn't know I was such a big deal.
Your humility belies your actions. You are the warrior of despair. The one who brought no uncertain end to Palamecia's tale of hope, and in doing so, broke the shackles of prophecy that bound this world. But in freeing the present, the future has become murky.
Maybe, but I don't intend to just leave it at that.
That heartens me to hear. I am eager to see the path you forge in this new world. May it be one of your own making.
Guess we changed the world. Brought an end to that dumb prophecy. Good riddance. But I can't help but wonder if we're actually ready for cold, hard reality. Warrior of despair. I can see why some might call me that. Doesn't matter much to me, though. Whatever future this new world has planned, I'll just keep doing what I've always done.
You're the Warrior of Light?
Was. But that time has long passed, and the memories of my short spell as this realm's hero have faded into obscurity. Now I am naught but the tottering old fool you see standing before you.
What could such a vaunted personage want with a witch? Or have you taken to purging heretics in your old age?
Nothing so grim as that, Azure Witch. I was simply observing your journey. Can you blame me for seeking an escape from the tedium of my existence? I say your journey, yes, but you were not alone. Far from it. Together you walked with those who would fell chaos and bring an end to the prophecy's stranglehold. And together you walked with one who would save his beloved Palamecia, who for his efforts was rewarded with betrayal.
You know of him?
Aye, and I am well familiar with your devotion to him. And while it may be true that you are a heretic, anathema to Palamecia and its esoteric laws, you are still human. You have not strayed too far from that path to return to it.
Why should I listen to what you have to say?
Indeed. I know as well as any that words are wind. May I ask the chance to prove my trustworthiness?
Why not? It seems there is little else for me to do.
I sense a great many questions must be bubbling to the surface of your thoughts. Ask, and I shall answer.
Curious that you were the Warrior of Light, yet your name is Sid?
Very curious indeed. I did not always go by the name I do now. I dare say you know well the name I was born with. You journeyed with one who shares that name. When I could no longer call myself the Warrior of Light, I cut all ties with my former life, and so Sid I became. But Palamecia is a jealous mistress. It took the name I discarded and wove it into its prophecy so that none would forget it. Me, most of all. Countless souls since have been cursed to bear that name, most meeting violent ends.
Even those Palamecia would shun know the name of the Warrior of Light.
A cursed legacy that can be traced back to me. If not for my actions, the prophecy would never have taken hold of this land and its people. So much suffering. They would be free to live without the fear of being struck down at the whim of a cruel and heartless world.
The time to wallow in self-pity is long past. No measure of regret will bring back those we have lost. Would that it could.
Of course. My apologies, young witch. I know that look. What seems to be troubling you?
I don't mean to concern you. You remind me of him. Something about the way you carry yourself. I feel that if he had been fortunate enough to reach old age, he may have turned out much like you.
You are more right than you know. I was the first Warrior of Light, and the mold on which all further would be based. So everyone, even the one you loved, bears some resemblance to me, but that resemblance is superficial. For the deeds we commit throughout life leave a much more indelible mark. The man you hold dear to your heart would have looked far different from me, for he had the courage to stand by your side. I abandoned my charge. Instead of being her shield, I sent Sarah outside this realm.
But Sarah is, or was, in Palamecia.
Aye, but the prophecy is more than just the warrior of light. A hero needs a damsel to save. Sarah will forever be a part of Palamecia's tale. For as long as the prophecy demands fulfillment, she is fated to fall into the arms of the warrior of light, whomsoever he may be. I could not bear to see the Sarah I loved trapped by her destiny, so I found a way to take her far away from Palamecia's reach. But alas, a new Sarah took the place of the old. I wonder if I made the right choice.
And the lines marking your face tell me you still have not arrived at a satisfactory answer.
Such is the curse of old age and idle thoughts.
That may be, but even the young can be haunted by their past. In the place of hope, Palamecia has been flooded with chaos.
In time it shall recover. In time, all memory of this too shall be swept away. Any engulfed in this dark current shall lose all recollection of who they were, how they lived before you came along.
One only need touch the surging flow and all memory of hope will abandon them. Yet along with that shall go all memory of despair. Such a simple path to freedom.
If that is the path you wish to tread.
No, not now. Saying farewell to my memories means saying goodbye to the one I loved. No freedom is worth that.
You are stronger than I gave you credit for.
Quite the opposite. In this new world devoid of laws, there is no order for a heretic to defy, no framework around which to define herself. It is not due to courage that I hold on to my past, but out of fear of losing myself in the uncertain future ahead. Scene. Here I am standing and talking with you, while my true self slumbers within that crystal. Was it Palamecia that deemed me worthy of such a fate?
Of that I have little doubt.
I wonder why. Why not simply erase me? Countless other heretics have met with that fate.
Mayhap Palamecia still has a role in mind for you. All three of you. The heretical witch, the warrior of light, and of course, the princess. You have ensured that Palamecia shall set aside a place for you in the tale to come.
Even though we fought tooth and nail to bring its system crashing down?
That gives Palamecia all the more reason to try and use you.
I see. This world will continue to treat its inhabitants like fodder for its schemes.
Perhaps, but there is merit in resistance, hence why I am speaking to you now. Come what may, I ask that you do all in your power to keep from falling into Palamecia's machinations. Defy them.
You would have us fight once again? What if I wished to stay like this, asleep, submerged in my memories?
What a pleasant thought. To sleep peacefully, forever reliving your most precious moments. Many would indeed make that choice if they could. That is, if there was a guarantee they would not awaken.
What did you choose?
My fate is to remain in this crystal for all time. Even should the memories of my glory sour, there is little for me to do outside of the crystal. You lot, however, are quite different. Before you lies a multitude of paths, each with its own outcome. All you need do is choose one.
You make it sound like a chance I should be grateful to have. But I know I shall be met with suffering, no matter the road I choose to walk.
it to me! Now you don't have to worry. The planet calls out.
I could not accept the fate he was dealt, that he was rewarded for his devotion with betrayal. Was I supposed to ignore this realm's transgressions against him? No, so I endeavored to change the world, and perhaps with that find some measure of justice.
Very few would attempt such a feat, let alone achieve it.
I gave little thought to what would come after. Perhaps there is no need.
Will you fall into chaos like the rest of them and forget? Set yourself free from your past and emerge as a blank slate? There would be no shame in that.
No, I will never part with my memories. My task may be finished, but there is yet much I can do. Palamecia will not remain dormant forever, and when it finally awakens, we must fight. Such is the path I have chosen.
Fascinating. Once you spoke of Palamecia with malice. But I now sense a different emotion. Do you mean to safeguard this world and its inhabitants? Fight for them?
Yes, regardless of the form this world takes. He would have wanted me to protect it, as he did.
In the world to come, your memories may prove a heavy burden. With no memories of their own, few, if any, will understand you. This path you choose to walk may prove to be a solitary one indeed.
Is it any different from when I was a heretic? Lest you forget, I know well what it means to be alone. I must say, I never thought I would one day look upon myself as I slept. How long will we remain like this?
That I cannot say. Likely until such a time as this new Palamecia requires you, if that time comes.
And if it never does, then what?
This world is driven by its lust for greatness. Those with power will never find themselves without a place in it.
For as long as we are deemed useful.
I take it you have no intention of bowing to Palamecia's whims.
How perceptive. Know also that I still view your words with skepticism.
I would expect no less from a witch. Nevertheless, I am grateful we had a chance to speak.
The pleasure was entirely mine. Farewell, First Warrior.
Before you depart, permit me to offer you words of advice from an old warrior with only his regrets to keep him company.
Yes?
There is time yet to make cherished memories. Do not squander it by mourning the past. A new world gives rise to new possibilities. Seek them out, and somewhere you may also find the seeds of a new hope.
Thank you. Although the pain of my loss has yet to subside, I believe someday it will. And I believe that someday I will meet someone to care for so deeply that it leaves no more room in my heart for regret. Someone to finally set me free from my accursed destiny. That hope burns, no matter how faintly.
The depth of your conviction brooks no doubt. May everything you desire come to pass in time.
Palamecia sinks into chaos. In seeking to destroy this world that betrayed my love, we changed it. And in seeking to protect this world that he loved, we changed it. But in effecting change, we have made the future unclear. What course have we set ourselves upon? There is nothing to do but see it through, with the memories of the departed ever in our thoughts.
Sarah. Awaken, my princess. Sarah.
Who?
Have you forgotten that much already?
Sarah. My name is Sarah. I remember that much at least. And I am, or was, the Princess of Palamecia.
Good. It seems my timing was fortuitous. There is much I would like to say if you would but lend an ear to my ramblings.
There isn't a single soul in sight. What happened here?
The answer lies plainly before you. Palamecia has become awash in a dark current of forgetfulness. However, its people yet live. They shall awaken to a world reborn, free from the burdens of its past, free from chaos's clutching grasp.
So, we achieved the impossible. We brought an end to chaos and an end to Palamecia's bitter tale of despair.
That you did. However, another tale ended at the same time, the tale of hope. And now, with no more roles for you to play, Palamecia has sealed you away. Who we are now, what we are doing, is much akin to a waking dream.
A dream?
Do you find that unsettling?
No, not at all. When I was the princess, my every thought was about fulfilling the prophecy. I was little more than fate's puppet.
Ah, but now the prophecy lies broken. And without it, you may find the world to come to be even more cruel and heartless than the one preceding it. Without a prophecy to guide you, without a story to follow, there will be naught but your own instincts to depend upon. How will you find your way in a world with only a passing resemblance to the one you knew?
I'd rather be lost in a strange place than guided along like a helpless child. It all seems so far away now, like a distant memory. As Princess of Palamecia, I thought only of how I could serve the people. But in the end, I was only acting out the role I was given.
That may have been so, but in time, you distanced yourself from that role. You came to think for yourself, to live for yourself, to not simply follow the whims of fate. You learned to choose your own path, and had the courage to walk it.
That all sounds so noble. Part of me worries even now that I am following some vague script. As if it's in my nature, the thought frightens me.
If it is the past you fear, then there is a way to set yourself free from that as well. Forget. You only need touch the dark currents, and your memories shall forever be washed away.
But I can't pick and choose the memories to keep, right? I would forget everything. Is this the end we fought so hard for? Is this what our efforts have wrought?
Aye, but there is no need for despair. It is not an end. It is a new beginning, a new story for Palamecia. A story without the warrior of light. A story without chaos. No heroes, no villains, and no princesses. If you choose to return to this new Palamecia, you will be free of your former role. What you become shall be purely your own choice.
You speak of freedom, but if I forsake my past, then am I still myself?
Of course, for although you shall no longer bear your erstwhile title, your soul shall remain unspoiled.
Sid, I believe you wish for me to abandon my memories. Speak plainly if so.
I wish for no such thing, not exactly. My only desire is to see your heart at ease no matter your choices.
Not as plainly as I'd like. There is one option still unexplored. What if I choose to stay here? Could I remain in this slumber, reliving my memories as a princess?
You could. Stay as the princess, your mind's eye, ever on your best days. I would be joyed if you chose such a path. To speak plain, you bear more than a passing resemblance to one who is often in our thoughts. I would like nothing more than to see you live your days in peace.
Sid.
Alas, it would be selfish of me to insist such a choice of mine. For remaining here means to look ever in the past. I would not wish that for you. The future is where your life will be spent. Heed my advice. Do not permit this new world to dictate the direction your journey takes. Let its will affect you no more. Set your own course and stand by your choice.
But that would mean giving up my past. My memories.
It seems my request was selfish after all. Whatever you decide, allow me to make one assurance. The ones you seek to find will come to you in time, no matter the role you choose to play.
That sounds not unlike the prophecy of old.
In this new world, prophecy holds no power over man or nature. The future to come shall not be shaped by words from on high, but by the wills of those with the conviction to make it so. And I believe your will shall be among those which shape it.
I hadn't considered that. yours.
I control my fate.
I can handle anything with hope that demands sacrifice is no hope at all. I lived to play a role. The role of Palamecia's princess. Perhaps even now I am playing a part, its purpose still unknown to me. Although I know little and less about the true nature of hope, I still feel something. It may not be hope, but the feeling is mine. I may be nothing more than a puppet whose strings have been cut, helpless on the stage. The play has ended, and the patrons have long since departed. Nonetheless, I still fear losing what I've known, what I've become used to. That fear is what defines us. I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose my memories of them. But I cannot flinch from that possibility. I cannot live in the past. We fought not for what was, but for what may be, for a new story. And I know that even in a new world, even with a new role to fill, that I won't be alone. Whatever may come, I want to be able to lift them up as they did me. I want to fight alongside them. Even should my memories leave me, this desire shall remain. Of that much I am certain. What's this?
The time has come. If it is indeed the future you desire, then I shall bring your slumber to an end.
You can undo the seals binding us?
That I can, though it may consume the last of my strength. But we shall bow to Palamecia's tyranny no longer. For once our will shall prevail. Set foot into the future you helped create. This time, shape your own tale.
But Sid, what will become of you?
Consider this my penitence for my own role in setting down the twisted prophecy that caused untold suffering. Sarah, you must go now. I shall watch the life you build in this new world with much interest. Of that, at least, you can be certain. Farewell.
Sid, wait! Memories that once burned bright within my heart begin to fade away to nothing. And precious moments I once held dear begin to obscure and become unrecognizable. This has happened before, and I suppose will happen again in time. When the story of Hope Unbound repeats, it is the role of the princess to forget and begin anew. Such is the way of this world. Or such was. The tale of hope has ended, and with it the laws that defined us. And for once my destination is uncertain. The flow of fate guides me to unknown waters. Surely I will awaken somewhere in this strange new world. But without my role to play, will it really be me whose eyes open?
The world is in flux, still deciding its new form. Although this tale ended differently than you imagined, there is still much to be joyous about. For you have transcended the bonds of hope, the clutches of misery, warrior of despair. Sarah, the time has finally come. It shall not be long now.
Echo?